Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 351-kilometer long New Bhaupur New Khurja section of the EDFC, an operation control center at Prayagraj. Speaking at the occasion, Prime Minister Modi made a remark and emphasized that infrastructure is the biggest source of the country's development. Taking this particular remark of the Prime Minister ahead today in this video, I'm going to elaborate on why does it matter in the overall context of Indian Railways, freight movement, logistics, warehousing, and definitely a much more. Now, before we dwell into the specific parts of DFCs or dedicated freight corridors, here comes a bit of a disclaimer for all my viewers. To understand the scale and the significance that DFCs will achieve in the next 30 to 40 years, some imagination is warranted. In isolation, the EDFC or the Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor or the WDFC, which is the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, may be viewed as projects with tremendous economic potential. But it will be the cumulative efforts of all the dedicated freight corridors that will signify the biggest leap for Indian Railways ever since the year 1947, while transforming logistics in India completely by the year 2047. The long-term goal of the Ministry of Railways is to have high capacity and high-speed corridors along the Golden Quadrilateral. While 4 corridors will run along the perimeter of this Golden Quadrilateral, 2 more will be constructed as the diagonals of this particular network. For the phase 1, 2 corridors have been selected. Firstly, the Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor, which is also known as the EDFC. The EDFC will have a route length of 1,800 kilometers approximately and will connect Ludhiana in Punjab to Dankuni in West Bengal. Second is the WDFC or Western Dedicated Freight Corridor with a route length of about 1,500 kilometers connecting Dadri in Uttar Pradesh to Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust in Mumbai. Apart from these 2 corridors, 4 more corridors will be constructed in the future, namely, first, the East-West Corridor. The length of this particular corridor will be 2,000 kilometers. Second, the North-South Corridor with a route length of about 2,173 kilometers will also be constructed. Third, the East-East Corridor running along the eastern seaboard with a route length of about 1,100 kilometers has also been announced. And lastly, the South-South Corridor starting from Chennai, which will terminate in Goa. The combined route length of all the 6 dedicated freight corridors is almost 9,500 kilometers. And the train load would increase from 4,000 tons on existing lines to 15,000 tons in the dedicated freight corridors. The train length would also increase from 700 meters on existing lines to 1,500 meters on the DFCs. While the trains run at an average speed of 75 km per hour on existing lines, trains on the DFCs will run at a speed of about 100 km per hour. All of these figures now bring us to the question as to why are the dedicated freight corridors so important? The freight corridors are expected to decongest the existing Indian railway network. It will allow the running of heavy haul trains and carry an overall load of 13,000 tons. The corridor will facilitate the running of longer and double stack container trains. The dedicated freight corridor will connect the existing ports and industrial areas for the faster movement of goods. The dedicated freight corridor project is an energy efficient and environment friendly rail transport system and as per the global standards. It will increase the rail share from existing 30% to 45% and will reduce the logistic cost of transportation. The Dedicated Freight Corridor or DFC, one of the country's largest railway infrastructure projects, is set to transform the Indian Railways network and revolutionize the freight transportation system in the country India. The Dedicated Freight Corridors project is the biggest leap for Indian Railways, not just because of the route length that it has, but also because of the technology that it ushers, the rail infrastructure that it will enable in the country, and the socio-economic transformation that it shall result in. 20 to 30 years from now, the dedicated freight corridors are going to be indispensable to India's logistics sector. From private to public, every company would want to ride on these corridors. Also, another interesting thing to see would be the potential all these corridors would hold for the regions that they would pass through. To sum up all of this, I really won't like to think much before saying that this decade belongs to the dedicated freight corridors, and if done right, it would be an achievement for any government in independent India, and definitely an achievement that the Modi government would want as a part of their legacy.